Okay, we're in lesson number 9, working through fractions again. So we're going to visit fractions. This is part 2 of them. And we're going to practice reducing. And I'm going to run through a number of examples with you to help you at least remember how to do some reducing. Hopefully you've done a little bit of it before in your previous math classes. But if not, we'll practice here a little bit. So, and then I've got, I think I'm doing 2 problems with you, 22 and 28 out of your homework. I'll do with you as well. So let's practice a little bit reducing. So let's just do some easy ones. Let's do 5 over 10. Just reduce those. If I look at 5 over 10, when we reduce, I want to find a number that the 5 and 10 both have in common. And 5 and 10 both have a 2 in common. I lied. 5 and 2 both have a 5 in common. So 5 goes into 5 and 5 goes into 10. So the question you want to ask yourself is, how many times is 5 going to 5? And it goes in there once. How many times is 5 going to 10? Twice. So this becomes 1/2. Let's do a couple others. Let's do 4 over 16. What does 4 and 16 have in common? What's their greatest common factor, you could say? Well, the greatest common factor is going to be 4, because 4 goes into 4 one time, and 4 goes into 16 4 times. So the answer is 1/4. Let's do some more. Let's do 24 over 30. 24 over 30. Let's see, 2 goes into both of those. I also know that 3 goes into those, and 6 goes into those. And I want to choose the biggest one. So I'm going to choose the 6. So how many times does 6 go into 24? Goes in there 4 times. And how many times 6 go into 30? It goes in there 5 times. So the answer is 4 over 5. Let's do some others. Let's do 50 over 80. Can you see that there's zeros on the end there? That's kind of a tip-off. The 10 goes into both of those. So let's do that one. Let's do 10. How many times 10 go into 50? That goes in there 5 times. 10 goes into 80 8 times. So the answer is 5/8. Let's do one more. Let's go 21 over 30. 3 goes into both of those. Goes in here 7 times and 10 times. So that'd be 7 over 10. You're not going to have a whole lot of these to do tonight. I think you got 5 of them, and most of them are fairly straightforward, but hopefully as you go along, you'll get a little bit better at them as you go. Okay, we're going to jump over and do number 22 of the lesson. 22 is going to be -10 plus, looks like we got a brace, and then we have a bracket, and then we got 10 minus 2 times 3 minus 5. And let's see what happens. We're going to start with the innermost parentheses, so we're doing the 10 minus 2 first. That's 8. Get in the habit of bringing everything else down along the way. If you forget something, that's when you're going to be messing around. That's when you're going to mess up. So I have to bring down the negative, the 10, the positive, the brace, the bracket. Now 10 and 2 became 8, so I'll have to bring down those guys down. Bring down the bracket, the times 3, or the bracket, and then the brace, and then the 5. Now we're done inside the bracket. Now we need to go to the brace. And it says to multiply those two numbers together. So that's 24. Bring down everything else. -10, the positive, the brace, and the 5. We're done inside of there. So the next step is to add these two together. The signs are different. If the signs are different, I subtract. So 24 minus 10 is 14. Keep the sign of the larger number. What's bigger, 10 or 24? Well, 24 is bigger, and it's positive, so I'll keep that there. Bring down the minus 5. Signs are different again, so we subtract, and that'll give us 9. Keep the sign of the larger number. 14 is bigger than 5, so we keep the positive. And there it is. Number 28. 28, we've got A plus 4, 2 minus B, and we're going to say A is equal to negative 10, and B will say is equal to negative 2. Let's see how that works out. First of all, we're going to substitute everything, so we're going to put parentheses and negative 10. Don't forget the parentheses. Plus 4, 2, the minus the B is negative 2. Use parentheses again. Close the big one off, and minus 2. The innermost parentheses is negative 2. Can't do anything inside there. So the next step is to recognize that I got two negatives, and that those two negatives give you a positive. So I got negative 10 plus 4, 2 plus 8, minus negative 2. Innermost parentheses, that's 10. Okay, I can't do anything inside of here, I can't do anything inside of here, and I can't do anything inside of there. There's one number in each of those parentheses. And once I work every parenthesis, every bracket, and every brace down to one number, I'm done with that particular one. So the next thing I need to look for is multiplication, and I've got multiplication sitting right here. So I'm going to bring down the negative 10. 4 times 10 is 40. Next one is two negatives. Signs are different, so I'll subtract. That gives me 30. 40 is bigger than 10, so I'll keep the positive, bring down the 2, and then 32. There it is. Good luck on lesson number 9.